Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we are not at my vanity again, we are in my living room. I am in the process of like doing my deep monthly clean, so my bedroom is a mess. Like I'm washing my sheets right now, I'm washing my goose down, I have a bunch of laundry on my bench. It's just a hot mess, so I decided to film out in my living room, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say. But today we're going to be doing my January favorites, and this is my first monthly favorites since my October favorites because, wow, it seems like forever ago. But my November favorites, I actually filmed. I don't know if you may remember the story, but I actually filmed my November favorites, and then I lost the footage because I filmed it on an actual camcorder, like video camera, instead of like my phone. So something went wrong while importing the footage. It deleted automatically. It was a hot mess. And then I didn't do my December favorites because I had my yearly favorites, which I'll link above and below. So today is February 1st. Back to our normal February. Hi, my baby. Oh. Okay. And that way Werther's can just, you know, make her cute little parent. As you can see, I cut my hair. Well, I didn't cut it, but I actually got it cut today. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about all of the stuff I was loving in January. Keep in mind, some of these things I've been loving since December, maybe even a little bit November. But January was really the month where I fell in love. I either purchased them in January or have been loving them, especially in January. So yeah, without further ado, if you want to see everything that I've been loving, don't forget to please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you know when I post, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it. I apologize for this situation. The light is like coming in this way, and I don't have like any artificial lighting currently, so I'm just doing the best I can. It's like 4 p.m. right now, so please bear with me. Okay, so let's start with, I guess, makeup things. I want to shout this guy out right here. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. It looks like this. It has a really nice plastic squeezy tube, so you can travel with it super easily. No glass bottle, no worries about making any mess. I actually brought this foundation with me to Portland, which if you want to watch my Portland vlog, I'll link that above and below as well. And I really like this foundation. I have the shade 2.25 Light Medium Cool Peach, but previously in my Portland vlog and prior to last week, I had 222, I believe, like the neutral olive one. For some reason, I don't know if this happens to anybody else, when I'm doing my makeup up close, I tend to use more of a warmer undertone because I look more yellow up close. But then when I see photos of me like full body or like in natural lighting or like outside of like just this, I definitely look more neutral to peach undertone. And it's really weird because when I'll be doing my foundation like with this or something more neutral, I'll be like, this looks way too peach for my neck, way too peach for my hands. And then when I look at photos or I step back and look at like a full body, I'm like, oh my God, like it looks perfect. So it's really weird. So if that happens to you and you're not quite sure where your color is, just play around with it a little bit. I still have foundations that lean more warm yellow, and then some foundations like this one that are more cool neutral. And sometimes mixing them yields the best result as well. So I love this foundation. A little goes such a long way. It definitely is a little bit more of a thick formula. It claims to have kaolin clay, which will help keep your oils at bay. So if you're oily, definitely keep that in mind, and I think it would be great for you. I find that it does help control my oils personally, which I personally like, but I don't think it's super drying either. It just is a nice kind of glam full coverage foundation. And I was reading a lot of really negative reviews about it, which is why I was initially hesitant about purchasing it. I know Tarte did a whole review and she loved it, but there were some people who were commenting on Sephora like, I watched Tate's video and I was so excited, but then when I got it, it just didn't meet the hype and it started breaking down on my face. I personally did not experience any of that, and I think the key to that is to just use less. Like, less is definitely more with this guy. Use very little bit, build as you need, but for me, I find that literally like not even a full pea size amount, like half a pea size amount does me well. And keep in mind, I like a thinner layer of foundation and spot concealing as opposed to going with a thick mask of foundation. So that's what I love about this foundation. It is buildable, but definitely going with a little bit at a time because it is full coverage. It's got more pigment packed. So yeah, it's really, really nice though. Another complexion product that I discovered this year, actually, yeah, this January 2020. I actually have quite a few ColourPop products, spoiler alert, because I bought a whole bunch of stuff on ColourPop. I actually just recently bought more stuff on ColourPop. I got the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. Looks like this in the shade Medium 105N. They do carry this concealer at Ulta now, but I did purchase this online at ColourPop. I love the fat packaging, but the doe foot is actually that same kind of paddle wand that the No Filter Concealer has. The No Filter Concealer, the packaging itself is a little bit thicker, and while I think that the No Filter Concealer is definitely more matte and this is more dewy because it's like hyaluronic, it yields such a beautiful finish, and it is very full coverage, which is amazing. It's not going to cake up on you, but it's still going to give you beautiful coverage. I bought 105N, which is my spot concealing shade, and I've been using it almost every single day. I took this with me to Portland. I have it spot concealing on my face right now, and because this is a neutral undertone, sometimes I'll do this thing where, as I mentioned to you like 2 minutes ago, I do have some warmer foundations in my drawer that I use, and sometimes if I want to balance out the undertone, I'll just take this and I'll just dot this all over my face. I'll do half the amount of foundation and then I'll do the other half, so to speak, just dotting this all over my face, and when I blend it together, it just looks so perfect, like my perfect skin tone. And this on its own is so nice. I actually ordered another shade of this because I wanted to see what it would be like underneath my eyes, because this is my spot concealing shade. So I wanted to see what it would be like to highlight my center of my face, because the formula is so good. I have a feeling I'm gonna love it because it's so hydrating and it's got hyaluronic acid, so it's not going to dry you out. But as someone with oily skin, I don't find that it adds too much dew, so I really like that as well. And yeah, I highly recommend it. I feel like I should just talk about the rest of my ColourPop products. I have 3 more things I want to shout out in this video. One of them being this guy right here. This is the 4th Ray, well, I guess this is not technically ColourPop, but this is the 4th Ray Beauty Mellow Milk face mist. It's not one of their newer face mists. It's one of their original ones, I believe, but it is so good, guys. Like this, first of all, I love 4th Ray Beauty. I actually just ordered a few more things from 4th Ray Beauty. I love all the ColourPop brands because they're so affordable. The packaging is so cute. Like the shopping experience is so nice. Like it just makes you want to buy from them. Like from a marketing perspective, as someone who does marketing for a living, chef's kiss. But this is so nice, and it looks like I've barely used any of it because I don't use it every single day. I only use it when my face feels super tight or when it needs an extra burst of hydration, because you spray this on your face and you immediately feel relief. It's like the weirdest thing. This combined with like my First Aid Beauty oatmeal products is like, my skin just feels so amazing, because that line, you know, that First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream is like my favorite moisturizer ever. It helps distressed skin, it helps your redness, it helps just irritation. It's so nice. And then sometimes, you know, when my skin feels extra dry or extra irritated, I'll just spray this on top, and even that just feels like so nice. I love it so much. I highly recommend it. It's great for hydration. It has like oatmeal. I think it has soothing properties. And I love it so much. You can use it day or night. You can use it as a midday pick-me-up. Highly recommend it if you're in the market for a new face mist, if you want something that will help your irritated or dry skin. Okay, and then going along with ColourPop, back to ColourPop, I guess. The Going Coconuts palette is my new favorite neutral travel palette. I was on the hunt for one of these and it was sold out for a while. I actually have their main squeeze palette that comes in this 9-pan with this cute little plastic packaging and a little mirror, and I love that one. It's like the all red palette. They have a lot of monochromatic colors with that come in each of these palettes, and I wanted to get this because I on an everyday basis just use literally one matte shade in my crease, a darker shade on my lower lash line, mascara, and I'm out the door. So I wanted a neutral palette that I could use every day but also be really travel friendly as well. I took this with me to Portland, and it's amazing because it has that packaging where you can literally adjust the mirror. So I would literally just prop this on the table at my sister's apartment and just do my makeup like this, because they didn't really have an extra mirror, and I was like, oh, this is perfect because it's a nice little square so you can see pretty much your whole face. And I love these colors. Like, they're just perfect neutral to cool tone browns. I pretty much use Lovely Bunch every day in my crease. I'll swatch a few of these for you. Lovely Bunch, Colada, Get Crackin' is such a unique shade. Like, these are beautiful shades, you guys. Like, sorry, these are the worst swatches ever and the lighting's terrible, but I want you to see how special Get Crackin' is. I'm gonna try to do a better swatch for you. I don't know if you can see, it's like a brown, but do you see like that silver glitter in it? So it's not a satin or a metallic, it's literally just a matte with like pressed glitter in it. It's so beautiful and stunning. Currently I am wearing Lovely Bunch all in my crease. I'm wearing the Dominique Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, the bright pink shade kind of like on my crease to match my sweater and my lip to do like a monochromatic look, but I was basically like a one and done. And then all over the lid I have Da Coco, which is this really beautiful foiled kind of silver pewtery shade right here. It is very nice, and I'm sorry, these swatches are not doing the colors justice, but it's what I have on my lids right now, and it is so beautiful. And then I have Nutty on my lower lash line as well, just smoked out. And on a daily basis, I'll go in with Lovely Bunch on my crease, and I'll do Nutty a little bit, tiny bit on my lower lash line. I really try not to do too much because it is a very pigmented color, so a little goes a long way. And I love this packaging. I just love how travel friendly it is. It's really durable and the colors are beautiful. Can't ask for anything else in a neutral travel palette, honestly. Okay, one more ColourPop thing. The ColourPop Frozen 2 Going North lipstick is one of my new favorite like winter nudes, so to speak. I love like a rosy chestnut color if I want to do something like warm and terracotta, but not something super duper red or brown, but I want something a little bit deeper than like a nude. This is the perfect lipstick for that. It is a creme formula, so it's going to give you a lot of pigment. First of all, I love this packaging. It's so beautiful. The ColourPop Luxe lipsticks are amazing. The matte formula, the creme formula, the blur formula, amazing. California Love, best blur lipstick ever. This is definitely more pigmented than that because it is a full-on creme, but let me swatch this for you. It is so freaking beautiful. Look at that. One swipe. You can see how beautiful it is. It's definitely a deeper nude depending on your skin tone, but I think it's so flattering. It's the lip color I was wearing in my last video, my what's in my bag video, and I just think it's so flattering for this time of year. Like all I had in that video was basically just a crease shade, some wing liner, some falsies, some Ardell wispies, so nothing too dramatic, and then I had this color and I felt like I was ready to take on the world. Like something simple but glam, like that is my favorite kind of look, and I just love this color. Like, oh, that pigmentation is so beautiful. The formula feels very creamy. It isn't like a super matte formula. It does eventually dry down, but because it is a little bit more emollient than like a matte lipstick, it can slip and slide. So I would just recommend using a lip liner or maybe going in with a little bit like Urban Decay Ultimate Ozone Pencil to just line your lips to make sure it doesn't move anywhere. But with that being said, it's not something that's gonna slip and slide off your lips super easily. So I really love it, and the color just speaks for itself. Okay, I wanna talk about this mascara right here. This is the mascara that I got in my BoxyCharm. It is the Petite and Pretty Fully Feathered Volumizing Mascara, and I had never heard of this brand. Not that I underestimated them or wanted to just kind of like clown on them from the beginning, but usually I'm a little bit hesitant about mascaras that come like in BoxyCharms or things that are curated for you, because I feel like mascaras are very personal. Some people are looking for, you know, mascaras with thick wands, some mascaras with thin wands, rubber wands, natural hair wands. Like it really just depends on your preference, so to speak. So I love that this is smaller than like your typical like Better Than Sex mascara bottle because it's easier to travel with, but this mascara really pleasantly surprised me. It kind of reminds me of Better Than Sex. Like you can see the wand is definitely very similar. It's a little bit smaller, but it's got that natural hourglass shape. Sorry, that was my Amazon delivery because I think my new trash can's here. I'll get to that after I film this video. Obviously, I'm wearing falsies right now, so you can't really see its full potential, but I am wearing it on my lower lashes, and I don't know if you can tell, but the fact that you can even see it, even against my smoked out lower lash line, is a pretty big deal for me. But yeah, I love it a lot, and it's so voluminous. It's very easy to work with. The formula isn't too dry. It's a little bit more wet, but it doesn't smudge, it doesn't budge, it doesn't flake. It's a great mascara, and definitely a hidden gem, and I'm very happy and pleased that I discovered it this year. All right, moving on to another lip product that I have been talking about so much. I think I spoke about this in my What's in My Bag video. You would have seen this, and I told you I would talk about it, so here I am. This is the Tarte Lip Slip Vegan Lip Oil in the shade Dragonfruit. Is this Dragonfruit? Oh my god, it's so dark. Yes, it's Dragonfruit. It's the sheer magenta. The packaging is so cute. You would have seen it in my video, but it has like a fat doe foot applicator like this, and it smells like fruit. It's definitely like a thick lip gloss, but it's definitely sticky, but not uncomfortably sticky. It just nourishes your lips, and you can see just one swipe. It gives you like a sheer color, like right here. So it's something that I'm comfortable just like throwing over bare lips, because if I want something that I'm just like running errands, glosses and lip oils will last longer on my lips and help nourish my lips longer than traditional lip balms. So I like throwing things like these in my purse as opposed to like chapstick or a lip balm, because it lasts longer and it helps my lips just stay hydrated for a bigger period of time. But I love it. I think it's such a pretty color. It's sheer, but it's got a little bit of wash, and it just makes your lips so full, but it doesn't like really actively plump your lips. It just makes them feel super nice and very hydrated. So I love that, and I wanted to shout that out. Okay, I have one kind of last makeup related product. The rest of these are beauty body care, but not makeup. The Juno & Co. sponge really surprised me, and I actually got a 2-pack from Amazon, and it came with like a brush cleanser as well, which I love. Like, few things can beat the Beauty Blender solid cleanser in my opinion, but that bar really just is amazing, and I will probably continue to repurchase that because it's so amazing and it's cheaper than the Beauty Blender solid. But this is the pink one. I washed it recently, so it feels like velvet, and it is so good, because I am someone who doesn't like to go in with definitely more coverage than the actual like branded beauty blender, and it's amazing. I got a 2-pack on Amazon for like $10, I think, that included 2 stands and the cleanser, so you really can't go wrong. I love this guy, and it took me a while to get on board because I know it's been out for like over a year now, but I love it and I'll continue to use it. I have 5 more things to talk about. Wow, let's go really quickly. The Bath & Body Works Santa's Blueberry Shortbread body cream. I feel like I talk about one of these like every favorites month pretty much, but I love the packaging of this. It's so nice, and it smells freaking amazing. Like, it smells like blueberry shortbread, which obviously it would be. And I love the formula of these. You guys know that I do my Bath & Body Works haul seasonally. I picked this up in my winter haul, and I have been loving it ever since. It's definitely one of my favorite scents. Like, every time I get a new Bath & Body Works scent, I'm like, oh, this is my favorite. No, this is my favorite. No, this is my favorite. Like, it just keeps getting better, and this is the first time I believe they've had this scent. The notes in this are baked blueberry, crumbled shortcake, and whipped cream. So if gourmand scents, edible cake crusts, like shortcake scents are up your alley, I think you'll really love this. It just smells equally as fruity as it does crusty, so to speak, like buttery flaky crust kind of, and I personally love that note. Like, anything with like a cake pie crust element is amazing, because it just brings me so much like happiness and coziness and warmth. So I definitely love this, and I think you should definitely check it out. Speaking of creams, I want to give a shout out to this guy. This is the Sol de Janeiro. Janeiro, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to say that word. This is the Samba Foot Fetish Cream, fast absorbing, non-slip Kapalku butter formula. I don't know if I've spoken about this before on my channel, but I truly love this. I got this over a year ago, I think last Christmas. And first of all, it smells like a tropical vacation. It smells like their traditional bum bum cream, if you're familiar with that. But I love how it smells. And in the wintertime, my feet get very dry. My heels get very dry. The balls of my feet get very dry. So when I'm going to bed, as I'm putting on my Lush Sleepy Lotion, my Laneige Lip Sleeping Balm, sometimes I'm like, ooh, my feet feel very like cracky. And there's something weird. It's like a weird sensation to have like cracky feet against like your sheets. I don't know if that's just me, but I personally don't like it. So whenever I feel like my feet are a little bit too dry, I'll put this on, just a little dab, and I'll just rub this on the bottom of my feet, and it just slips in so nicely and so easily, and it doesn't leave like a greasy residue, because I hate that as well. Like, I can't go to sleep with a greasy residue on my feet. I feel like it's gonna get all over my sheets. It's not a good situation, but this smells so good, and it doesn't give me that, but it leaves my feet feeling really soft. So I want to give it a shout out because it is my favorite foot cream that I've ever used. Okay, I have 2 hair products I want to talk about. Speaking of moisturizing, let's stay on that topic for a while. The Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Honey Moisture Deep Conditioning Mask is probably, well, it's the only deep conditioning mask I've really ever tried, but Briogeo, I've been discovering a few more of their products, and I love them a lot. And you guys know that I use my coconut exfoliating shampoo once a week. So once a week, after I use that coconut exfoliating shampoo, I will go in with this, and I will leave this on. I don't really like to take long showers, so I probably honestly don't leave this on longer than 5 minutes, to be honest with you, but it still leaves my hair super duper soft. I actually haven't used this since I cut it, but one of the reasons why I was able to last so long, it had been like I'd last cut my hair in June, and my ends were getting really dead, and then my hairdresser today told me that I need to get it trimmed every 3 months because the longer you leave your split ends split, like it can actually travel up the shaft and then actually damage your hair. So my hair, I felt my ends getting really not good. And this was a thing that would actually make a difference. Like conditioner, yes, I wash my hair every other day and the conditioner would leave my hair soft, yes, but it wasn't like a lasting impact. Like this, I could actually feel in my hair through my ends dry 2 days after the effects of this. And it just felt so good. You really don't need a lot. It smells like buttercream, and I just love the packaging. It's so cute. So if you're in the market for a good hair mask, I think this is really nice. I'll still even use it with my hair being short. This is short for me, okay? I know it's not short, but it's short for me. I'll still use this even at this length because it's important to take care of your hair and give it treatments every once in a while, no matter what length you have, I think. So this is really nice. It has no silicone, so it's actually penetrating your hair. It's not actually like BSing and making your hair feel soft. Like it actually is doing something for your hair, and I love that. 2 more products, stay with me. Last hair product I want to talk about is the DryBar Detox Shampoo. Now, you would have seen me haul this in my last Sephora VIB sale, and I didn't actually start religiously using it until January. I hate that you can't buy the bigger size. Whenever I go to DryBar, they have like the bigger 10 fluid ounce size, I think, but they said that's only for the salon. I was like, oh, I would buy that for here if I could. This is only 3.5 ounces and it's pricey. It's like $23 or $25, but it's worth it to me. I personally love the scent. They have 2 scents. They have the original and they have the Lush. The original is my favorite. It smells like DryBar. If you go to DryBar, this is what it smells like. And I personally love that. Some people think it's too strong. It kind of smells like the sparkling soda, but definitely a little bit more intense, like the quintessential DryBar smell. It really helps my hair just come back to life. And I'm someone who gets oily hair pretty fast. My roots get pretty oily. So traditionally in the past with other dry shampoos, I would, put it in and then I would still feel the need to put my hair up that day. With this, I always still leave my hair down, and I don't even have to put a lot on, but I just do a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit down the roots. I wait for it to soak in for like half an hour, and then I'll zhuzh it with my fingers, and it gives me volume, it gives me that lift, but more importantly, my hair feels clean, and it looks clean. It obviously doesn't look like I just shampooed it, but it definitely looks cleaner. It doesn't look as oily, so I love it for that reason. And even though it is a little bit pricey, I will definitely be repurchasing it again after I run out of this because the smell is really amazing too. Like I'll find myself smelling wisps in my hair every time like I lean forward or, just, I don't know, like I smell my hair, and not in a gross obnoxious way, but just kind of like in a passive way. And I love that personally. Okay. The last favorite I want to talk about is also from Bath & Body Works. This is the Orange Vanilla Swirl foaming hand soap, and I got this during the semi-annual sale because I wanted to get a new hand soap for my bathroom, and that's why I don't know if they have this. I don't know if it's like permanently stocked, but this is so cool. I think it's like the perfect like in between. Well, I guess it's like vanilla, but whatever. And obviously I had to get it because the dog, and it says wag more, bark less, which is so cute. I love it. Obviously the Werther's is a dog, the Werther's is my life, and I've been starting to fall in love with the foaming formula more too, so I definitely wanted to give it a shot, and I'm so happy I did. The notes in this are frozen sorbet, juicy orange, and creamy vanilla, and it just smells like an orange creamsicle. If you can find it, definitely get your hands on it. The scent is beautiful, the packaging is great. Like, what more could you ask for? All right, everybody, and that is it for my January favorites. I hope you enjoyed this roundup of everything I was loving, not only this past month, but a little bit some products back in December too. But yeah, leave me a comment down below with what you have been loving in January or what you were loving in January. We're in February now. January felt like a year long. It usually does. And yeah, we're the second month of 2020 already, guys. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Mwah! Bye!